Did I just not eat? Is this makeup eating? If you think I just ate it up, I want to stay here and watch this video, okay? Because your girl's not a makeup artist, but she just ate up like one. Period. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. It's your girl Joy Joyce, and in this video we are going to get into a updated, detailed makeup routine. As in, there's things I used to do months ago when I was doing my makeup that I don't do anymore. I just feel as though that I should show you guys, because normally when I do my makeup I show you guys what I'm doing, but now that I've been mastering how I like to do my makeup, there's things I have been cutting off, things I've been changing, things I've been doing first that I used to do last. So yeah, we're just gonna get into that, and I'm gonna show you guys step by step what I do to beat my face. With that being said, let's get into the video. Alright y'all, so normally when I do my makeup, I like to put contacts in, but your girl is running low, okay? She is running low because I recently went and got my eyes checked, and the new spot that I'm going to now had the nerve to tell me it's $150 to get my eyes exam for to get my eyes fitted for contacts. I'm like, excuse me? Like the last spot I was just going to, it was $79. So you mean to tell me here is $150? So yeah, Go ahead and check these eyes for glasses, and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do about my contacts. So what I'm gonna do is go back to the other spot and be like, hey, can you guys just examine me for contacts for that $79? So yeah, I'm running low on contacts. I need to up my contacts because I got 2 vacations coming up and I cannot be low. So with that being said, we are not going to put our contacts in for this video, but I have my mirror damn near in my face, so we're going to work with that. So first thing first, we are going to cleanse the face. All right, I'm going to put my glasses back on to look for what I need, because your girl is blind. Okay. All right. I was looking for my cotton pads. Maybe I should have put my contacts on. I don't know. Hopefully this video work out, cause all right. So like I said, the first thing we're gonna do first is cleanse the face. I'm gonna go in with my toner for Ordinary. So I'm just gonna go like this. All right, let's try this again. All right, now that the face is all clean, the first thing I'm still gonna do is my eyebrows. So I have not changed that step. I still do my eyebrows first. So I'm looking for the tool that I use to dip it into my gel. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to do this video blind. Okay. I have about maybe 8 to 10 contacts left. And you guys, for those of you who wear contacts, you know that's not a lot. Because there's some days that you can put a contact in and it just don't work out. Oh, I found 3 more. So what I said, 8 to 10. So let's say I might have 13 because I just found 3 inside here. But yeah, you know that's not a lot, because there's some days that you can put a contact in and it does not work out. So you have to take it out and change. So yeah, I am not going to waste any for this video. We're just going to do it blind. So, I have to get in your face, I'll just get in your face. Alright, where is my eyebrow brush? Alright, I'm just gonna take a new eyebrow brush out of this packet that I was trying not to open up because I wanted to give it away for Christmas, but I'm just gonna open it up and take some out of it because I can't find mine. So yeah, this is what I was looking for. So anywho, first thing we're gonna do is gel our brows down, and what I still use is I don't know if the last time I did my makeup tutorial, I'm not sure if I was using this. I was probably using the LA Girl one, the brow gel from, I think it's LA Girl. But yeah, anywho, now for my brows I use my e.l.f. brow lift, and I like to gel my brows down first. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I feel like the last time I sat down and made a video with you guys and actually chit-chatted, I was probably at like 500 or 600 subscribers. And as you guys can see now, your girl is at like 1,700 subscribers, okay? Your girl is at 1,700 subscribers right now. I hit my goal. My goal was just to get 1,000 by my birthday. I did not hit 1,000 by my birthday, but about 2 to 3 days after, I like went past 1,000 in one day. So though it didn't come the day I wanted, but it still came. And then days after that, I hit my watch hours. And you know what's so crazy? That even though you may hit your watch hours, YouTube Studio do not recognize all the hours or all the work you've been doing. It's like 2 weeks late. So yeah, I still have not been able to apply to become monetized yet because YouTube is playing games with me. But I know it's gonna come surely because I already got the notification that I hit my 4,000 watch hours. So I know that's gonna come. But the problem is that the way I hit it, my watch hours, it wasn't all in like one sit down. Like it wasn't just one video. It was a couple of my lives. So now I told you guys that YouTube Studio is about 2 weeks late. So each video, sorry, I'm trying to do my brows because my brows need to be plucked. So each video, the watch hours from each video doesn't get calculated until 2 weeks later. So if I did a video today and I got maybe 300 watch hours from this one video, it won't be updated. My 300 won't be added until 2 weeks later. And that's from the date. So 1 week I went live almost 3 to 4 times in 1 week. So from each date, it takes like 2 weeks for the watch hours from that video to be added. So I'm still waiting to be able to apply, but I know it's coming because I already got my notification that I hit my watch hours. But anywho, how you guys been? I feel like I have not been sitting down with you guys. I mean, I don't feel like that because it's true. I have not sat down and chit-chat with you guys in a minute. Like I said in my last video, first of all, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, can you please go subscribe to my channel? Thank you. Oh yes, and there's a new feature to hype videos. So if you're watching this, can you start hyping my videos up, please? Just go ahead and hype this one up. And then go to 2 more and hype those 2. So in total, I need you to hype up 3 videos. Thank you. But yeah, I forgot what I was about to say. I totally forgot what I was about to say. But anywho, the reason why I stopped using the other brow gel is because, first of all, that one wasn't drying as fast. It would still stay wet. This one right here that I'm using, the elf one, is not wet at all. Like, it's automatic. It's like edge control. Like, it just automatically glue your brows down. I'm sorry if not concentrating because my kids are bugging out behind this door. I can hear them. They're getting in trouble. Let me tell you something. Whew, child. If I had to make a decision about when I would have kids, if I can go back in time, matter of fact, let me say it like that. If I can go back in time and I get to pick when I would have kids, I would have not had waited. Now that how old I am now, if I can go back in time, I would say my first child wouldn't have been at 22. Okay, my first child. Matter of fact, my first child would have been 22, and then my next one would have been right after, and then my third one would have been right after. Because having one after 30, I don't have the patience. Okay, I just don't have the patience. So I don't know how people are doing it at 40. I really don't. Like, I really don't. I feel like I know the old heads is going to shoot me down for this, but I feel like the younger you are, the better, okay? Because when you're an old head and you're having babies, you don't have the patience for it. You're tired. Your knees hurt. You need a nap. You need more naps than they do, okay? Yesterday, I went to put Logan down for a nap, and me and Logan woke up 2 hours later. So yeah, if I can go back in time and I can talk to the younger me, as soon as I would have had my first one at 22, I would have said, girl, knock out those other two right now. Don't wait to 30, okay? 30 is not the age. Young girls, if you're watching this, don't rush to have babies. That's not what I'm saying. But if you happen to have gotten married already and you have the man, even if you're not married, if you have the man of your life and you feel like he's ready to be a parent and you feel like he's good enough to do that with you, I don't know how to say, like, if you guys are both ready to experience parenthood at a young age, I would tell you to do it, because listen to the older people that's telling you wait till you're 40, wait till you're 30. It's just, okay, yes, you can wait till you have more money, but more money does not give you more energy. More money does not fix those aching knees you have, okay? More money is not gonna it's just different, okay? It's just different. The way I am now with my kids that I had at a later age is not the person that I was when I had my kid at 22, okay? At 22, I was running, hopping, doing everything. I had all the energy for my baby. Now I feel like by the time Logan gets to 5, I'm not going to be able to do a cartwheel, a jumping jack, or even swim a lap. So I'm just saying, if you and your partner are responsible people, y'all got things going in life, y'all doing well, don't listen to them old generation people to tell you to wait to 30 and 40 to have kids, okay? Because I just had my last one a year ago when I was 31, and I won't recommend that for anyone, okay? I feel like 30 is a good age to have your last baby. 30, 35, 40 to be pushing out your first baby? Whoa, ma'am, no, don't do it. If you have the choice. I know there's situations where people end up having babies late. They're not planning to, but I mean, it just happens. But I'm just saying, if you are ready and your partner is ready, please push as many babies you want before you hit 30, and I'm gonna leave it like that. All right, now that I got my eyebrows gel down, we are gonna go in with my favorite brow gel, which is from the LA Girl Pro Concealer. If you guys are new to the channel, if you're new to the channel, then you're gonna hear this for the first time. But for those who've been watching me, since back in the days. Y'all already know I only pay about $7 to get my brows done. So I'm not using my $25, $15, even $30 concealer on my $7 brows. Okay. What I use on my brows, this concealer that costs $5. Okay. There's another one that I started to use, but it's not here. I think it's in the bathroom. But that also costs $5. And I think that's from Black Radiance. And their concealer is good. And it's about like $5.99 or $6.99. So like I said, I only pay $7 to get my brows done. So I'm not using my $25 concealer on these brows. Okay. So yeah, this is the concealer that I still use on my brows to highlight the bottom. I only do the bottom. I want to make another video after this one. Obviously not today, but I want to do one for like a holiday makeup look. I was thinking about doing that one first, but I figured I should give you guys a tutorial on my updated makeup routine first before I make a video talking about holiday stuff. And y'all like, wait, hold up, girl. Wait, what did you just do? Because you was not doing that a couple of months ago. So yeah, I will make sure to not remind, but to bring up the things that I did change. Like I did let you guys know that this is something new that I've been using on my brows. So yeah, when I am doing a step that I know is new, I am going to make sure I bring it to you guys' attention. All right, so let's get us a concealer brush and let's blend this down. And just like back in the days, I do use this concealer on my eyelids. So we are going to add some more. This one is running out. So I may have to get some more, or I may just have to finish up my Black Radiance first one. Because I started realizing that I have this habit of just buying stuff, buying new makeup, and not even finishing what I have. So I have like 3, 4, 5 different type of concealers that I buying because I want to try them. But then when you buy it and then you look at your thingy and you realize you have 5 different type of concealers. You need to use them before they expire. So this week was Sephora Savers event, so I did not buy anything. I didn't buy not one thing. And you know what's crazy? I have so many things in my shopper cart from the Sephora app. But like I told you guys, I have a couple of things that I'm not even using that I just bought because I wanted it. So I'm trying to tell myself. Sorry, my son just texted me. Let me answer him. All right, so yeah, we are pulling the concealer down. I'm going to go ahead and set. Wherever you place your concealer, you do need to set it. So the setting powder I'm using is from e.l.f., the HD powder. So we're going to set. Yeah, y'all remember when I went back to work and I was all happy, all smiles and everything? I don't feel the same no more. I am tired. Okay? Tired. I don't know how people can work a whole 365. Is it 365 days in the year? I hope so, because if not, I just embarrass myself. I don't know how people can do that. Like I am tired and I only been back to work since August and it's only what November 5th, I think. November 5th. I am tired. I am tired. I can't do it no more. I'm tired of waking up. I'm tired of running to take my kids to my mom's house in the morning just for me to make it to work on time. Like I'm just tired. I'm just tired. But then it's like this little thing in the back of my head that I can't call out. Like I have so much call out time, like time that I can call out, but it's this little birdie in my head that's telling me no, save your time, save your time. So there's times that I do want to call out, but it's like, oh no, girl, I want to make it to 200 hours. That's my goal. I'm trying to make it to 200 hours. And I would never get it there if I just use it randomly. So your girl been going to work, but just know that attitude I had in the beginning when I first went back, it's not the same. I'm tired. I am annoyed. Okay, there's no way you can work all them hours and then come home to all these kids and still be a mother. I, I, I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. So now the next thing we're going to do is shade in my brows. I'm not sure if the last makeup tutorial that I did, if I was using this, but this is what I do to shade in my brows. I use this brow pen from Eye Method. It's double-sided. So the first side I like to go in is the one that's two. And I will just basically just draw like hair like stroke. Not too much. And then I will go in with the other side, which is just basically a pen. And I will just shade in the ends. And then we're going to do the other side. So first I go in with hair like strokes, just a couple of them. And then I go to the other side and I just shade in the end. Not too much. So yeah, and then I'll just go ahead and get me the same tool that I use to gel them down and I'll just fade it out a little. Not fade it out, brush it out. I am rusty. You guys make me shy. My eyebrows are never twins, so that's okay. They're more like best friends. They're not even cousins anymore. They never look the same. So yeah, that is the end of how I do my brows. All right, so after I do my brows, I just go right into the eyeshadow. I know a lot of people do eyeshadow maybe after, but I haven't mastered how to do eyeshadow without a whole bunch of fallout falling onto my face. So I always do my eyeshadow right after my brows. So the eyeshadow palette I'm gonna go in with is the coffee shop one from Juvia's Place, and I'm gonna grab me a fluffy brush and we're gonna go in with the top. We're not gonna do anything crazy. We're just gonna go in with this one and just color it in. And we're gonna do the next side. that side me a little bit more. I put this wig on with you guys, so by the time you see this video, that video should have already been posted. So after I use that shade up top, I'm gonna go ahead and go down to the shade that I already hit pan. And now, and since I'm not really doing nothing too fancy, I'm just gonna use the same brush. Even though I told you guys I did not buy anything from the Sephora savings event, I did make a purchase somewhere else. So Juvia's Place was having like a 40% off on their website. So a lot of the eyeshadow palettes were like $6. Some was $8, some was $4. Okay. And then on top of that, they still give you a golden box. So it's like a surprise box. You don't know what you're going to get inside. So I did purchase from that site. I just got more eyeshadow palettes. Not that I needed any because I have a few already, but I'm starting to become a huge fan of Juvia's Place. So I needed to get me some more. And plus, all of my eyeshadow palettes are huge. I love that hers is always so small and easy to travel with. And I did tell you guys that I have some vacations coming up. Number one of them is my honeymoon. So anywho, I needed to make sure I get my hand on some eyeshadow palettes that were small enough that I can travel with. So yeah, I ordered me about maybe 5 or 6 of them. But when it gets here, I'm going to show you guys. I promise. All right, now that we're done with the eyeshadow, we're going to go right into the eyeliner. I know back in the days I used to use my Glock and I used to stamp the little brush, side brush. Let me see. I used to stamp an angle brush right here and do my eyeliner, but my Glock dried up. It happens. So I started using a liquid liner, and so far my favorite for the last couple of months has been from e.l.f. So I picked up a 2-pack one from Target. So we're gonna go ahead and do our liner. I'm not perfect with liner, but just work with me. So I just do like this. For some reason, I always have to pull my lashes down into this. So like so. This is my eyeliner, and then I'll just go ahead and pick up my concealer that I did under my brows and just clean up the liner. All right, now that we cleaned up the liner, I'm just gonna like blend that concealer out. All right, now that the eyes are done, we are going to, I should have done this first, but sometimes I forget. We are going to moisturize your lips. Just so when we do our lip combo, it's not cracked up. It's best to do this first, so your lips will have time to sit. Because sometimes before you do your lip combo, you want to rub it off. So anywho, now that we are done with the eyes, let's go ahead and get into the face. As a dry girl, I definitely have to go in with something that leaves my face extra moisturized. So the two face moisturizers that I use are these two. Obviously, this is thicker than this one. So now that it's cold outside, I always lean to this. But when it was much warmer outside, I would go in with this one. But it's cold outside, so for my dry girls like me, go ahead and get you one of these, and it's gonna last you a long time because it's super thick, so a little bit goes a long way. And it actually works well with your primer, because if you guys been trying new products like me, you will realize some moisturizers does not work well with your primer. Like, once you put it on, your primer will start sliding off or peasing up or peeling. Like, some moisturizers just do not work with your primer. So that's a little hint. That cream work with the primers I use. So when we get into primers, I'll let you know which primers work best with that cream. So let's go ahead and rub it in. All right. Now that my moisturizer is all blended in, let me move this mirror because I don't want to do anything again. All right. Now that my moisturizer is all blended in, we are going to go on with the primer. And my two favorite primers are basically the same things, just from different brands. These are my two primers. My two favorite primers. Let me show you guys a primer that I no longer use. What's that stupid primer? I need to give it away because it does not work well with me. Secure the Sweat. Baby, this have not did well for me at all. And you know something? I don't even know why I bought that. Maybe when I bought that, I didn't know my skin type, and my skin type is dry. So I don't need anything that's going to secure the sweat because my face is not sweating. My face is dry and cracked up. Okay, so you guys just realized that, right? Like, that's something that I've learned over the course of doing my makeup over and over. I learned my skin type and I learned what's worked best with me. So these two right here work amazing with me and all my creams. Okay, so today we're just going to go ahead with the e.l.f. My e.l.f. one is almost finished, so every time I do my makeup, I'm like literally trying to finish that out so I can go buy some new ones because it came out with a bigger size. But like I told you, I'm trying to work with what I have before I just go buy more stuff. So I'm trying to finish that one out so I can run and get me the bigger one. All right, now that my primer is done, let me go ahead and show you guys my go-to foundations. Right here. These are my go-to, my go-to foundations. Go-to foundations. I mean, but if you're a dry girl like me, get you one of these, okay? They work wonders, okay? The shade that I use in my e.l.f. Halo Glow is Rich. The number is 8.5. And the shade that I use in my Yummy Skin is shade 10. So yes, if you're a dry girl like me, go get you these two foundations and you won't be disappointed. And if you are not into a foundation type of face, if you're more into a skin tint, I do recommend you go ahead and get you the Soft Glam. Oh wait, no, so this is foundation too. I thought this was a skin tint. I don't have a skin tint from e.l.f. That's crazy. I thought this was a skin tint this whole time. Every time I used it, I thought it was a skin tint. No, this is bronze. Okay. So I don't have a skin tint. I don't have a skin tint. All right. And you know what's crazy? I wanted to buy the skin tint from Juvia's Place during the Sephora sale. And I was like, no, I already have a skin tint from e.l.f. I have to finish this up before I go get me another skin tint. And this is not even a skin tint. It's not. It's a satin foundation. Anywho, these are the 3 foundations I will tell you to get. I was only going to recommend this if y'all wanted a skin tint because it's barely any coverage. But anywho, I guess it's because that's available. But anywho, let's get into the face. So what we're going to use today, we're going to go in with our e.l.f. Halo Glow. So let's go ahead and do our foundation. My Halo Glow is actually running low as well. But I feel like I would definitely have to get another one of these because I actually truly like this one. So this is another product that even though when it's finished, I'm going to get another one. So let me get my foundation brush and we are going to blend this out. This? Okay, yes, come on, let's blend this out. I feel like I've been doing so well right now without my glasses. It gives me the confidence to do it more often because normally I will not do my makeup without without my contacts. Like that's why I'm running out of contacts because every time it was time for me to do my makeup, I would have to put contacts in. Even if it was just for a video, even if I was just going to do my makeup for a video and I'm going to go wash it off right after I finish, I would still put a new pair of contacts in. So that's probably why I'm running out. But now I realize I do not need contacts to do my makeup. I just have to sit this close to the mirror and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. So yeah, basically I just rub my foundation everywhere. I know back in the days I used to try to do less foundation and more concealer, but I started to notice that I actually like how my makeup look when it's layered than when it's just one layer. Like I actually like how my concealer looks when I actually put it on top of my foundation than just putting it directly onto my face. If y'all get what I'm saying. Like they're both cute, but I just like the look better when it's layered. Okay. So yeah, this is the completed look of when I rub out my foundation. Like I said, if you are a dry girl, you need to make sure you get yourself a cream that works well with the foundation you're using, that works well with the primer you're using. Because if you put on a cream on your face that does not work well with your primer or your foundation, it's going to start beating up and peeling off when you put the product on. So that's why I'm recommending this one, especially if you are using the same products as me. If you're using a lot of e.l.f. and a lot of Juvia's Place and a lot of what's that girl name? Danessa. If you're using her products, I'm telling you, this cream is good. This cream works well with some people. All right. Now let's get to the fun part. Now, back in the days, right after I did my foundation, I would go in with my concealer. But But I don't do that no more. I do not do that no more. Right after my foundation, I go in with my bronzer. Okay, my bronzer. So the bronzer we'll be using today is Mahogany and it's from Juvia's Place. This is the shade I'll be using, and don't it shows how much I love it? Huh? Your girl been using it. So let's go ahead and use it. So what I like to do is go on the top of my cheekbone. So where you will find your cheekbone, where you will put the bronzer, I will suck my face in like this. And I go right on top. You see, right on top of that line. And I will do the same on the other side. Then I'll put a little bit on my nose on this side. And then I'll put a little bit on my forehead. Even though back in the days I used to tell you guys I didn't need it because my forehead was small, I came to the conclusion that I actually like it when I put a little bit on my forehead. Okay? So yeah, this is where I put it. And then if I'm feeling froggy, I'll put some down here. I'm just going to put some down here just for the sake of the video because I'm showing you guys everything that I do now that I didn't do a couple of months ago. Okay. All right. Now what I'm going to go in with for my bronzer, I go in with my Patrick Ta Duo. Now, I know this is meant for blush. This is meant for the cream blush. This is the powder blush. But I actually use this for my bronzer. And then I still use this for the blush. So let's go ahead and blend out our bronzer. I actually truly started loving how my makeup comes out when I do my bronzer and my blush before the concealer. Like normally I used to just do my concealer right after my foundation and then everything else will go on top of my concealer. But I realized that it looks so much cuter and so much like face when you do your concealer on top of everything. So that is what we are going to do today. So we're just going to blend out our bronzer. All right, and I'll just take the end of this one to do my nose. The corner of this brush. And let me tell you guys, the more you do your makeup, matter of fact, not even just makeup, this could be an advice to anybody. The more you do something, the more you will figure out how you like it and how you can get to the results you want. Then you have to practice. Practice make perfect, okay? So yeah, I've discovered that I like how my makeup look when I do my bronzer first. All right, now that my bronzer is all bronzed up, okay, now we're going to go ahead and add some blush. All right, so the blush we're going to go in today is from e.l.f. I just think e.l.f. need to sponsor me, okay? And you know something I need to start doing? I need to start tagging these products, tagging these people in my video. Because how would they know if I'm not tagging them? But anywho, let's go on with this e.l.f. blush. I became a coral crush is the shade. It's like an orangey peach. Yeah. I like orange blush. I know back in the days I used to always hit myself with the red. But I have noticed I do like orange. So I bought this one. I just haven't used it yet. I'm trying to get it open. It does not want to open. It really do not want to open. It really do not want. Oh, okay, got it. All right, so yeah. Okay, so with the blush, I like to go up top first, and then I'll use the brush to bring it down. So I'll show you guys. So I'll put the blush up there. Up there, and then I'll grab the brush that I use for my blush, and I'll bring it down like that. That way, if I put too much product, will look crazy up here and not down here, because too much product down here will make me look like a clown. And you will only know that if you practice doing your makeup. All the trials and error will one day pay off. It looks like I need a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. You guys, the last time I spoke to you guys, I know I brought up that I have not been using my camera because of the last vlog, one of the last vlogs, I let you guys know that the mic on my camera broke. So I have not been using my I'm sorry, I'm looking down at the mirror, but I'm talking to you guys. But forgive me because y'all guys know I'm blind right now. So I have to look down at the mirror. I can't look at y'all while I do my makeup. But yeah, like I did let you guys know that I have not been using my camera because my mic broke. And I also let you guys know that I am going on vacation real soon, like in less than a month. I'm going on vacation. So, I mean less than 30 days. I'm going next month, but I'm going early in the month. So yeah, less than 30 days. So I came to the conclusion that I'm just going to order a new mic. So I found some mics on Amazon that I'm going to order, and we're going to try that out. And I hope that it works out well with my camera, because I actually want to use my camera on vacation. I do not want to use my phone to vlog when I'm on vacation, because I feel like when I'm on vacation, I want to capture everything, and my phone storage always filled up. So I need my camera because then I can do both. So yeah, you guys like the blush? Guys like the blush? Okay, now that I did the blush, we are gonna go ahead and do our concealer. The concealer we're gonna be using today is from Born This Way, and I am gonna be using the shade Toffee. Let's see if you guys can see it. See? So yeah. So yes, now y'all see my little outline is my foundation, then my bronzer, then my blush, now the concealer. And back in the days I used to put my concealer close to my eyes, but I've noticed that when I put my concealer close to my eyes, when I'm not ready to blend it out, it tends to crease up. So I started letting it sit under my eye, and I will use the brush to bring it up to my eye. And oh my goodness, let me let you guys know. Another thing is that when I blend out my concealer, I no longer use a brush. Y'all, let me tell you guys. I got some of these from Shein, and yo, it's the holy grail. It may not be for you, but it's been holding me down when it comes to my concealer. So like I said, back in the days, I used to use a concealer brush to blend out my concealer, but one day I just used one of these and I fell in love. And no, it's not wet. I just use it nice and dry, but it gives me that airbrush. I feel like I feel like you can get that with a brush, but you can't get it as fast as you do when you use a powder puff. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna let this sit for a little while, and then we're gonna get into blending out our concealer with our powder puff, and you're gonna see the difference. I mean, not sure if you can really see the difference, but you're gonna see how it looks, and you might want to try it yourself. Amazing, game changing. Before my concealer completely dried down, I do like to go in with a setting spray. The setting spray that I've been over loving, Milani. The concealer that I've been loving is from Milani. And your girl, look, when I tell you that I said I'm trying to use up my product before I rebuy, I am not lying. I am not lying. Your girl is trying to use everything. And let me tell you something. This is definitely going to be a rebuy. I am definitely going to buy this again because if you guys do not know, you need to have at least two setting sprays that you use when you're doing your makeup. You need one that's going to melt and you need one that's going to set. Okay, so right now we're just going to melt what we got on our face a little bit. So we're going to go on with this. And since this is just the beginning, you don't have to drown in your face. Drowning your face is towards the end. But yeah, we're going to let this sit. We're going to let it dry out. And then we're going to get into blending out our concealer. All right, now that our concealer dried down a lot, we're going to go in with our powder puff that I told you guys that I got from Shein. So go ahead and get you a bag. Get you a bag because this was only like $190. So yeah, so let's start from the bottom. The real makeup OGs might kill me for blending out all my concealer with a powder puff, but I'm telling you, it works for me. And if you have not tried it, you need to try it. It blends out so much easier than a brush, and it never leaves a streak. I'm not saying I would never go back to a brush, but it may be hard, especially when you get so many for $199. I mean $190 from Shein. All right, so let's do the eyes. Let's do under the eyes. Oops. One tip I must say is that if you did your wing, make sure you be careful when you're blending out your concealer because a lot of times I will forget that my wing is over there and I will cover it with the concealer. All right, let's do the next eye. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Okay, do you guys see what I'm talking about when I say blend that concealer out with a powder puff? Okay? Like just look at how flawless it looks. And if you've been watching my videos, you know back in the day my makeup was not looking like this. It just was not looking like this. It was not eating like this. It was not eating like this. So look at it. I'm not even done yet and your girl look good. Okay? Get you some of these. All right, y'all. Now that my concealer is all blended out and it's looking flawless, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. And you guys are not my face. I'm gonna set my concealer, and you guys not gonna believe what I've been using to set my face for the past month or two. Yes, girl. I've been setting under my eyes with ultra pink setting powder from One Size. Yo, I've been loving how it looks. Like for real, I've really been setting under my eyes with a pink setting powder. Okay? I, yo, let me tell you something. I'm pretty sure girls was already doing this, but I'm in love with how it looks when I set with pink instead of beige or brown or any other color. Like, so let's go ahead and dust some of this off. And yo, do y'all see it? Do y'all see it? And don't be like, oh, it's too bright. It's never too bright. Like, I am in love with setting under my eye almost everywhere with the pink powder. That is crazy. I thought I would never. And what's crazy is that when I bought this setting powder, like probably a year ago, I did not like it. I did not like it. But now that I've been practicing doing my makeup constantly over and over and over, I realized that pink setting powder is a go. I need another one. I need a full size. And I have realized that I've been hearing that Huda, Huda Booty, no, Huda, Huda, Huda Beauty. I said booty. But Huda Beauty has a pink setting powder, a peach one, a purple one. They have multiple colors. So I'm thinking that when I finish that one, I'm going to try Huda, Huda Beauty setting powder because I'm in love with the color setting powders. I'm really in love. So anywho, after I set under my brows, I mean under my eyes, I go in with a powder bronzer. The bronzer that I use is from Julia Place. I use the bottom shade. First thing first, I like to go in and tackle my nose. So I'm going to look for my nose contour brush right here that I got from Amazon. And I just go in with a little bit like that, tap it off, and I just basically go over the cream bronzer that I use from Juvia's Place, the cream one. So I'm basically setting my bronzer. Whenever you're going with cream, you have to go over it with a powder. You do not have to use this type of powder. You could just use regular setting powder. But I like to go in with a bronzer powder instead of a setting powder. So yeah. And then I'll grab my brush that I use for the bronzer and I'll just tap in. And then I'll just go over where I use the cream bronzer at. I just go right over it. Wherever I put the cream bronzer, I basically go over with the powder bronzer. All right, now that I set it in my bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and set my blush, and I'm gonna go on with my Juvia's Place, and I'm gonna go on with the shade. Oh, this palette is volume 1, and I'm gonna go on with the orange like shade, and I'm just gonna top off where my blush was. Just for the fun of it, I do like to add some to my nose. I just feel like it gives you a soft girl look. Yeah, if you're not new here, you can look at it already and see that I have mastered how to do my makeup myself. Like, I have to pull up an old video and show you guys how my makeup was looking back in the days. Like, look at it now, and I'm not even done. All right, so that's enough for the blush. Okay, after the blush, I like to go in back with my HD powder that I use to set my lids. I like to use this to bake under my eyes because this is the brightest shade of setting powder I have. So I'll just go in with the same powder puff. I'll dip in and I'll put like extra under my eyes. And this is what you call baking, when you put extra powder and you let it sit for longer. I'm not sure why the girls stopped baking, but bring it back because I'm loving it. Normally, while I'm baking, I like to go in and tackle my eyes. So I will go in with an eyeliner. And after I do my liner, I'll go in with my mascara. Mascara I'm using is from One Size. Let me show you guys the two mascaras that I've been loving down. Oh, this feels empty. It feels too light, but these are the two that I've been loving. Okay, love, 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 love these two. I love the Fenty one better. That's why I'm not gonna use her right now. And normally, oh, well, The more I did my makeup, I realized that I do like to do my mascara while powder is under my eye, so it'll be easier to wipe clean if I do make a mistake and get some on my face. And even though I'm wearing lashes, I do like to go in with some mascara under, just so it could look super dark and super thick. I just like to add a little bit under. Ooh. How you do that dance, huh? How you do that dance, huh? Your girl, it's all right. So to dust off the powder, I like to use where's my MAC concealer? Okay. My MAC skin finish powder. This is what I use to dust off my powder that I use to bake. Something is itching, making me itch right here. It feels like it's a piece of hair, but it's no hair right there. I'm looking at it. So yeah, I just go in with this right here, and I'm basically just dusting. And I'm gonna do the other side. I'm just dusting off the other powder. And I also like to add this on my nose. Wherever I highlight it, I'll just add this. Okay. And when I'm feeling, I do this sometimes. So let me go ahead and show you guys. I do take some and line under my bronzer. You guys see that? I do this sometimes. I would either do it with the brush or I would do it with the powder brush. But I do sometimes line under. You see the difference in me? It made me look. So yeah, I do that sometimes. But all right, so let's go ahead and melt the face again. This is what I use to melt my face. Like I told you guys, you need to have at least 2 setting sprays in your makeup routine, okay? One that is going to melt all the product together. And if you are a girl on a budget, go get you one of these, okay? Go get you one of these because these are big. And I believe, how much is this? I think it was like $10. Maybe 10 or 12. But this is huge, okay? This is huge. So let's go ahead and melt all the powder all together. And this is when you will drown your face. And when you drown your face, get you a fan. All right, now that my face is all dried down, what I like to do is go ahead and wipe off whatever moisturizer is on my lips. And then what I like to use to line up my lips is from the Curve Case. And I go ahead and use the darkest shade. I like to go in with a skinny brush like this to line up my lips. The holidays is right around the corner, and your girl's gonna beat her face like no other, okay? I literally been practicing my makeup like all year. That whole year I wasn't working, I was beating this face. And it shows. All right, like that. We're just gonna rub that in. And then I'm gonna go in with my favorite shade from NYX. This is called Latte Foam. And we're just gonna plop this on right here. Yeah, see why I love this shade? It's so cute. Look at. And then what I like to go on top. Oh, right here, it's already out. My favorite lip gloss that I like to go on top is this cream lip gloss from Fenty, and it's called Mover Wives. This color. Oh my goodness, this shade. I need to get my hands on another one of these. I really do. Look at it. Like, hello? Are you okay, Fenty? I mean, are you okay, Rihanna? All right, now the next step I'm going to do is go in with some highlight. I do not leave highlight out. I do like my highlight. And normally, I do go in with the same brush that I use to do my blush. I normally go in with the same brush. So this is what we're going to do now. I'm going to go in with the shade Spicy. Do you see that? Do you see that? Your girl need a. I need to give a class. I need to give a class because I am in first place right now. And then I do put a little bit on my nose. I do that still, and then I do put some in the corner, the bridge. All right, so for my second setting powder, y'all already know this one. This one is going to bring everything together. This one is going to set your face and it's never going to move. Whoa, before we get to that step, before I set my face with this spray that leaves your face stiff, I mean, not stiff, but it sets everything where you can wear it for 2 days. I do like to go in with my foundation brush and clean up any harsh lines that you see. So you see up here, you can kind of see like there's a line right there. So I do like to like blend it out. Just rub it together. Just so it fades in. You see, there's no line. Huh? So wherever there's a harsh line, you just want to use your foundation brush and go ahead and just blend it out so it's not so noticeable. So that's what I like to do. before I set my face completely. Let me sit back. I don't know why I'm looking at you guys. I'm blind. I need to look at the mirror. So yeah, that is another step that I've added to my routine, just to go back in with my foundation brush and just clean up any harsh lines around my face. So yeah, now that my face is completely done and I'm satisfied with the look, I'm going to go in with my Until Dawn setting spray, because this will have your face looking beautiful. It will have your face looking untouched for the whole day. Okay? It is strong, but it's worth it. So you just open it and shake it up and then spray it. I would recommend you guys holding your breath. Hold your breath. So yeah. All right, y'all. So this is the finished look. Let's take our hair down. And this is the complete look. I swear, as soon as you take your hair down, it just wants to run straight to your lip gloss. That's the most annoying part when you wear lip gloss. That stuff be getting stuck to it. But anywho, I look too cute to be complaining. Why am I complaining right now? Let me fix the camera. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my face. I was not beating my face like this a couple of months ago. I was not. I just wasn't. This is practice. I practiced on this face, okay? Look, I am an artist. Okay, hello, Joyce, the artist. That's me. Look at me. Oh, your girl looks cute. Your girl look good, okay? And I did this myself. What would you call this? How much would they charge? I feel like this would be a good $120, and they would call this a natural beat. Is this natural? This is given natural. Is this natural? I don't know what they would call this. I don't know what the makeup artists will call this beat, but I know they would charge a good $120. I know they would charge a good $120. But look. Look at me. Your girl is cute. Your girl is cute. I wish I was going somewhere, but I'm not. I'm not. But anywho, guys, if you made it to the end of this video, I truly appreciate that. Thank you for even clicking on this video. So yeah, if you like this look, go ahead and comment down below something cute and something nice. If you don't like this look, do not leave a comment. Period, point blank. Do not leave a comment. Okay? Now, like I said in the beginning, go ahead and hype this video up, because there's a new feature on YouTube about hyping videos up. I don't know about that, but anywho, if you're watching this, please go hype this video up. Please go subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. And if you watched it all the way to the end, go ahead and comment something in the comment section. You guys have not been commenting, but that's okay. But yes, look at this look. I'm blind and I can see that my face is eaten. Okay? It's truly eaten. But anywho, like I was saying, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for hyping up this video, because I know you're about to go hype it up like I asked you to. And with that being said, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.